I recently did a video saying don't take yourself so seriously, and this might be, I guess, in a different type of way, a little bit scary for people, but very fascinating for me. And a really good reason why not to take yourself so seriously and to even take reality so seriously. Whatever is going on. Okay, why? Number one, your brain is not based in truth. It's based on a true story, but it's not based in truth. Everything's a partial truth, and I mean everything. Your brain fundamentally was not designed to be based in truth. Now, it has to be. Our senses and what we think of whatever's going on in here has to be based partly in truth, because at least in the sense of what's going on around us, so we don't die, we don't get hit by a rock falling. But number one, your brain, you shouldn't take everything in here so seriously, because it is a storyteller. It's not even trying to write some sort of article about what's happening. It's writing movies. It's writing art. And we all know that art is not about the truth. It's not about the facts. It's about an expression of a feeling and vibe of whatever we are feeling. And that's how the brain was designed. No one can get away from this. The funny thing is that every single one of us thinks we're the exception and we're based in truth, and then we think all the other people, or the majority of the people, or at least the people that we don't agree with, are not based in the truth, but we are. And then every other human being's doing the same thing. Why? Because it just helped us to stay alive as an individual, and so that's what we do, okay? Truth doesn't matter, just surviving matters. So, this is art. What's going on in here is art. It's telling itself tragedies and making them more dramatic than they are. It's making us the hero and way more than we are. At least a lot of the time. It's making others the villain. It's making us the villain. It's making the world around us the villain. It's just a storyteller. So that's a really good reason not to take it so seriously. It's not about the truth, and it cannot be completely truthful. It always colors it, spins it, and makes its own version of art. Takes reality and makes its own version of it. It takes some boring facts and turns them into a poem about how it's feeling and what it thinks is true, but it's never completely true. Never. And it's fine, but just know that it's not based in truth, completely at least. Never is completely based in truth. Okay? So that's the first point. This second point's related. Did you know? Think about this very, very, very clearly, okay? Even when it comes to what you're seeing, look around you right now. This isn't the truth. Your reality is not real, even on a visual level. So imagine what that says about your thoughts and opinions and your opinions of other people and the opinions of their opinions and all the ridiculousness. It's just a game we're playing. It's just we're just having fun. We're playing around. But we take it way too seriously. We give our brains too much credit. Okay? So guess what? Right now, when you're watching this video, your brain is sitting in some sort of like soup in your brain. Your brain's sitting in some juice, brain juice, inside of a skull in complete darkness and complete silence. That's the truth about your brain. Your eye, now the physical eye, I guess you could say, compared to the brain, it's seeing, sure, it's a limited version of of truth, but of the whole truth of the electromagnetic spectrum, but it's, get this, it goes, something you see like this chain. When you see this, my brain, the senses take in information, okay? It gets converted into electric signals, and then the brain makes a CGI, a computer graphic of this. Your brain is in complete darkness. Same thing with sounds. Sounds don't only not exist in your brain, like sounds are made in your brain. Okay, what do I mean? Sounds are not happening in outside reality. There is no sound. Your brain is taking like air pressure variations from the ear and then converting them into sound. There is no sound in actual reality. This is all just made up, and it's a hallucination just so that you can survive. It's based on a true story. Otherwise you would die. But it's not about the truth. It's about just whatever it takes and however we evolve to see things or to create things that we think we see. Everything you see, even what you see, is created by your brain sitting in darkness and in silence inside your brain. It's making it up. But it has some truth in the sense that if there's a car coming, that will kill your body, right? And it's good enough to keep you alive. Okay? Crazy, huh? So just what does that say about our opinions, our experiences, and I was done wrong, and that person sucks, and the world is hopeless, and it's all just made up stories based on a true story, but they're not true. But again, not even what you see and hear is truth. It's all made up. It doesn't mean it's all bullshit, but it's made up. It's fascinating, actually. So what's really going on, and what are we? What's reality? What's awareness? What's consciousness? What are we doing? Like, what's going on here for real? And I'll say one last thing that's going to be very deep. So what this kind of also implies is the outside world is only dependent on what our eye and our brain was how evolved to see, the how it sees. If our brain evolved differently, we would see a completely different reality depending on this. So the objective reality never exists, even for truth and that was wrong, that's right, that's true, that's bad, this is blah, 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 all these judgments, all the stories going on. If our brains evolved differently, if our eyes were different, like bees see a completely different reality. And they see different colors. Oh, colors don't exist either in actual reality. The rods and what's the other one? Rods and cones. The rods and cones in our eyes take stuff in and then interpret them as colors according to the frequencies, whatever, and then we see different colors. It's just, it's made up depending on what we can think and see. But if, again, if we were different, if we evolved differently, it would be completely different. And other animals see the world completely different, and they see other things that are more of reality. They might see different waves that we don't see. We don't see gamma rays, electromagnetic waves, right? We see the sliver of a sliver called in the light spectrum. But so even if you don't really get that, or if this scares you, my point wasn't that. My point is, don't take yourself so seriously, and don't take the outside reality seriously, because sure, enjoy the ride, enjoy your story, but that's all it is. Peace.